Hi everybody, I'm Gisela Marti, Creative Director for Tammy Taylor Nails. And today I'm going to be talking about the artist collection brushes. And one of the questions that I have been asked the most in my art classes is, how is the quality of the brushes? And I have to say that the quality of our brushes is excellent. It will take the heavy work and the beat of the artist well. And if you take care of the brushes properly, the hairs will not open and they will last long. Another question that I have in my art classes is, can I use these brushes with all type of paints? And yes, you can use this with all type of paints. You can use it with acrylic paints, water paints, gel paints, and of course acrylics. So of course you can use it with all type of paints. And let me remind you, they are dual brushes. There are two sides. So when you have one brush, you have two in one. So now let me demonstrate how to use each one of them. Our 3D and one stroke brush is one of the finest tools uh, of dual brushes that you can own. Actually, this is going to be one of your favorite brushes. We have one side that is for three-dimensional, as you see over here. And the other side is for one stroke. As you see, it's a flat square brush. It's awesome. So either one of these sides will both give you different effects. Let's talk about the three-dimensional side. The three-dimensional side has an awesome point. It's been built in a way that whenever you do the marks for your three-dimensional, they're going to be really awesome marks. It's going to give you the best details ever. And then, of course, the flat brush over here will give you all those great details that you like to do when you're doing one stroke. This will get you there. So let's start working first with the one for the one stroke, the side of the one stroke. Okay, the first thing that we want to do is, like I have always recommended, is to clean the brush, being sure that all the hairs of the brush, they're really line up together. Okay, so there we go. I already did that. So we're gonna start when we start with one stroke. I know there's a lot of artists out there that already have been working the one stroke technique for a long time. But for those beginners, let me get you there. I'm gonna take a little bit of one side of one color and the other side of the second color. Of course, in this background, which is black, I don't want to take black. So I want to work with a second color that I can see. So I'm going to load both sides, white, black. And then, of course, what I want to do is just to come over here and just for a little bit, I want to be sure that I have those two colors, that there's not a lot of the color in the brush. So I'm going to start, and you can start with the white in the center, the gold in the center, whichever way you want to start. And the movement of this is going to be up and down because we're working with gel. Up and down, up and down. I keep moving as I go to shape my petal. Load it again, both sides, the white, the gold, or whatever color you're using. It doesn't have to be a gold and white. Any color you decide to use. So you load it again, and you're going to, in an angle, put the brush in an angle, and up and down, up and down, up and down, and keep moving the brush so you can complete that petal. Load again, whichever is the side that doesn't have the paint. And again, place it. Once you place it in that angle, don't put it in a straight position, because if you put it in a straight position, you're going to mark. So you want to do, you want to angle the brush. And the same thing, up and down, up and down, up and down. And there you go. Very simple and very easy. Also, with this brush, once you load that paint, you can always place it, squeeze and up to create like a teardrop. Again, Load the brush, always check the brush to load it, and whichever is the color that you want it to be at the end, place and squeeze it, and there you go. So you can do white petals, you can do teardrops, you can also do circular as you want. You can go in a circle. Again, I'm going to load my brush and I can do circular motions. Okay, so there we go. Circular motions with the brush, which is going to look really good. So whatever you want to do with this brush as one stroke, all the one stroke technique, this brush is going to be your best help. So let's do a design with it. Okay, so I have the background in white, and I have over here gel art paints, black, white, gold, gel polish, orange, and the green. See what I'm going to get over here. What I'm going to be doing over here is something really basic. For those of you that are on a different level on the one stroke, this is going to be even easier. Okay, but for you beginners, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load one side with whatever color, and in this case I don't want to use white because the white is the background, so I want to use the black, and I want to load the other side with this orangey color. And now I'm going to come over here, and with an angle, the brush in an angle, I'm going to place it, and then I'm going to really actually move in a way that I am actually diffusing the color. If I still think it's too much of the color, I go back again, and the same thing. It's just like doing an U. There we go. We have one petal over there. Okay, the same thing over here. I'm gonna do, but this way is down. See that I'm almost not even lifting the brush from the nail, just moving all the way around. And as I'm moving it, then the both colors are getting diffused, are getting blend in there. So again, I'm going to take a little bit of that orange, the black, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. And there we go. So if I want to go back again and blend a little bit more to make it softer, can do that. Starting wherever was my starting point when I first started. See how I'm moving it? I'm going to do the same thing in this one. The position of the brush is very important. If you put the brush high, then you're going to get a different type of petal. So right now, what I'm going to be doing over here, I'm going to do a quick cure. Okay, my second row can start anywhere. And to make the finishing of the flowers, I'm going to do another one over here. You fix it as you go. If you want to make it less paint, just move the brush in that circular motion. And now we're going to cure. Okay, to finish this simple flower, all what I'm doing it is just, I'm going to go all the way around as I was doing that turn. And keep going around. And just make like a semicircle over here, and I'm going to fix this again. If this happens to you and you don't want that that turn over there, all what you have to do, since it's gel and nothing is set until it goes to the lamp, you just remove. And there we go. So now I'm going to do the same thing, taking a little bit of that orange and the black. And I'm going to place the orange down and push it up. Again, orange and black, and place it and push it up. So you have two tears, two teardrops right there. You can also do that with the green if you want to do that with the green. Same thing. Pick up the green, load one side, and let's see how it looks because that green is really beautiful and neon. Look how beautiful it looks, that touch of that green over there. So again, one more time. And I'm going to put another one over here. The green is the color that goes always at the end, or the color, and then the black. Place it and then pull. Don't feel overwhelmed when you're working with one stroke. I know that for some people it can be overwhelming, but all what you have to do is just try and keep practicing. And the more you practice, the more the better and the more beautiful the design will be. So start practicing. This is the best brush for the one stroke. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cure it. So now I'm going to demonstrate you how to use the three-dimensional brush, which is very simple. You have the flat side, and then you have the side. With the side, you're going to mark, and with the flat side, you're going to open petals, okay? So you're going to see how easy it is to use this brush and how great it is to mark. So I'm going to dip the brush into the liquid, and I want always to get the point as pointy as possible. And as you see over here, I have some happy colors. I have dark colors and light colors. And because I'm going to be dipping, and you always want to use a dark color under a light color in order for you to see the dimensions, different dimensions of colors, okay? So I have over here the magenta. Once again, go down, take all the excess of the product out, and I'm going to grab my light pink, as you see, and I'm going to touch the magenta, which is going to give me two different shades. And I'm going to place it, and I'm going to lift. I'm going to clean the brush by twirling, and I'm going to wait a couple of seconds as the product becomes really nice and silky and smooth. Once you see the pearl, then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to, with the flat side, I'm going to mark. Once again, I'm going to remark. If I want to open that petal, I will be doing it to the side using the point of the brush. You can see how beautiful that petal is. Gonna go and get me my second petal, and this time I'm going to take a little bit of that orange. I'm going to touch my magenta, and I'm going to place it a little bit higher. Always having consideration that there is a center, and that center, wherever your center is, the point of your brush has to be facing it. So in this particular case, I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I did before. My center is right there. I squeeze and I clean my brush. Once again, I'm going to press. And as you see, I'm pressing with the point facing the center of my flower. I'm going to go and get another one. Take the excess out completely. I'm going to take the orange again. I'm going to dip it into the magenta, and I'm going to put it right over the pink. So I'm going to have two orange, one pink. Wait a couple of seconds. Move the finger of your client and lightly press. Clean the brush by twirling. Open that petal. And if you notice on this particular orange color that I'm using, it has a little bit of a glitter, which it makes it look really beautiful. So I already have my three petals. Want to do the center, and I can do the center with my three colors. I can put the orange, and then I finish with my darker color, and I put it right on that center. So I am going to have my orange, my pink, and my magenta. And if you see that it's not coming out, just wait a couple of seconds till the liquid flows down, and then you can pull back your brush and it's going to be perfect. I can leave it like that. I can put a stone. I can make a different center. But just for this demonstration, I'm going to leave it just like that so you can see how simple and how nice this particular flower looks. Once again, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take that orange. I'm going to touch my magenta. Come right here, place it. Twirl to clean. Every time that you bring some product to the nail and you pull back, you're going to clean your brush by twirling it, okay? And I'm going to seek for my center, which is going to be right there. And I'm going to press. Once again, open and open the petal. Go for liquid. I'm going to take my pink, touch the magenta. I'm going to place it, twirl to clean. Wait a couple of seconds. When you see it that it's nice and shiny, with a flat side, you're going to open. Remember, you had a center, so always look for that center. Open the petal, really nice. Clean the brush by twirling it. I'm going to go and get another orange ball. Touch the magenta. I'm going to place it right in here. Clean my brush by twirling. Wait a couple of seconds until it flows, really nice. And with a flat side, you open that petal. Go back again. Get your light pink. Get the orange and the magenta. And place it right on the center. Let it be. And now I'm going to do a leaf. So I'm going to be using the lime color, the lime green. I'm going to touch the blue, which is going to become green. Place it. Twirl to clean. And again, the same way, I'm going to press lightly on the center. And then spread the little leaf that you had over there. Pull it just a tiny bit. And you have a leaf over there. This design that I'm doing is a very basic design. I mean, there's so many things that you can do when it comes to three-dimensional. I'm just showing you over here how beautiful and how simple it is. The use of this three-dimensional brush, how nice it marks, how nice it opens the petals. Putting the second one, let it flow. Once it flows, the same thing. And now you want to pull it down, see? Once you do that, you want to open to one side, open to the other side, and just lightly pull the center. So now you have two leaves. And I would like to put another leaf over here in this area. So I'm going to do that. And a small tiny leaf. And see how small the amount that I'm picking up is. Really, really small. Place it right there on the corner. Twirl and clean. Wait a couple of seconds. And once you can see the pearl, you just press to one side, to the other, and just lightly pull. And this is how simple a design can be. When it comes to three-dimensional, you don't have to do something really huge. This is commercial. This is something that takes less than 5 minutes and can help you make money. Once again, remember that there is an artist in each one of us, but it's very important to have the right tools. Having this 3D and one stroke dual brush will help you achieve amazing and beautiful designs.